Hey everybody, follow us on our trip to Tokyo.
We're like guys vlogging, so it's our first night in Japan.
Alright, so this is day 2 and today was when we began to explore Tokyo. So we had breakfast first and then this is me just posing in front of the mirror. So we first headed to Ginza 6. We didn't really shop, there was nothing much to shop for. It was just luxury items. And then we headed down to the streets of Ginza and we just looked around. It was pretty crowded that day, so we didn't really get to explore the whole entire city, and we saw a bunch of Santa Clauses running. And then we headed to this car meet called Daikoku in Yokohama. I found some new cars that I liked, particularly the Mazdas. We headed back in for some food because it was getting too cold, and then me and my brother walked out because more cars were coming in. And we found some pretty well decorated cars, such as the reindeers on the Chevrolet, and we found some skylines, basically tons of like classic models of Japanese cars. And this is my new favorite. I really want to have this car. So we spent a couple hours there, we headed back to our hotel and we drove through the Rainbow Bridge, and that's pretty much what we did. Okay, so this is day 3 of our trip, and today is exciting because we went to Tokyo Disneyland. So I went there with my family and we took some pictures. I have not been to Disneyland for so long, and this is just us struggling to scan tickets. We first headed to the shop to do some shopping because you could never miss out. And we first went to this Star Wars ride. It was like an immersive 3D ride.
Was the ride?
It's good.
I almost vomited.
It was motion sickness, guys.
So yeah, we just spent our time walking around and we went to check out the castle. And oh my god, it's majestic. Next, we went to this boat ride. I forgot what it was called, but they had tons of like animals. They even had real ducks. And then we went to this Pirates of the Caribbean boat ride as well. And I love the set. Like, it's crazy. And then next we went to watch the parade. We just sat and have some food. Guys, I think my sister looks really cute with these clips. So next we went to this Pinocchio ride. I had motion sickness because it kept twisting and turning around, and like I also had astig. And then next we went to this like spinning elephant ride, which made me sick as well. And then to end the day we went on this train ride around Disneyland, and it was so beautiful. So yeah, around 7 p.m. we headed back because it was getting too dark.
How was today?
Good. Had fun.
So the next day we went to Shibuya for some shopping. Yeah, this place is huge and extremely crowded. We got to experience the Shibuya crossing for once, and it was hectic. It was crazy. We first headed into Don Don Donki, or Don Quixote, they call it in Japan. We looked around and bought tons of stuff, and I'm obsessed with the Sanrio stuff right here. And then we headed to Shibuya 909. And then we went to some random like animation shop. I don't know what this is. We just went to check it out. And then we were leaving because we went out late. And we had dinner, which was chicken curry. And then the next day we went to Kamakura for a day trip. So we went to this shrine and we met this Buddha statue. And they're a pretty nice place. We went across a souvenir shop and they sell weapons, you guys. And we just bought tons of like magnets and food. We also tried their local matcha, and this matcha latte is like everything to me. It is amazing. It's not too powdery, not too sweet. So me and my sis had it. And we just came across this mochi shop. My parents were particularly interested in this one, and the matcha mochi was amazing. They have like several different flavors, but I think this is our favorite. And I come across a few trinket shops and some food. And then for dinner, we had some raw beef. It was time for us to travel back to Tokyo, but however, it was difficult for us to navigate back because the tracks were on fire, and so our trip was delayed. So we had to make a couple stops to make our way back.
Hi!
Today was another exciting day for us because we went to Disney Sea, and yeah, I saw Pluto. The flowers were so beautiful. I didn't go on this ride because my motion sickness was on all-time high on that day, which is so unfortunate. And then we went to eat lunch at this place, and I ordered chicken curry for myself. Right after lunch, we went on this boat ride called Sinbad's Storybook Voyage. I loved the set. It was full of decorations, but honestly, it took too long. I also met my crush Helen Parr from The Incredibles. She's so hot. And then we went to this other ride called Aquatopia, and I almost dropped my phone while recording. Honestly, we didn't get to go on a lot of rides because everything was fully booked, but we got ice cream. We went on this ride called Journey to the Center of the Earth. This was by far my most favorite because I almost shat myself. So yeah, we just walked around, we went to get some food, and I also visited some shops, and I found some pretty cool items that I feel like I shouldn't spend my money on. And then I got some churros, which was really delicious. And we also had the smoked turkey leg everyone talked about, and I also met my boyfriend. And then my boyfriend took me and my siblings to this Mermaid Lagoon place, and we rode on the spinning teacups.
Oh, it is spinning.
We left Disney Sea to have skewers for supper. So yeah, the next day we went to Akihabara, which is this electronic anime town, and we went to shop for some figurines. And honestly, I was like obsessed with like anime figures, although I'm not a huge fan of anime. I know it's a crime to say that, but like, yeah. And then I found this really delicious duck broth udon ramen. And then we went to this pharmacy, and I found this really small hair straightener. And I went to an adult shop, of course. On this day, we took a day trip to Mount Fuji. And honestly, it was so cold up there. It was about -5, and I came underdressed. We went up to the top station, which is the 5th station, and apparently it's like one of the highest peak, but damn, I was cold. And then we tried these melon cakes, which was delicious, and of course my parents had to do this. And then I found some, I forgot what it's called, and I found some really good matcha latte, and I ordered 3 packets of takoyaki. And apparently this 105-year-old man managed to climb all the way to the highest point of Mount Fuji. About half an hour later, we reached this village called Oshino Hakkai, and it started snowing heavily. And yeah, so we went to buy some fruits. This village was so beautiful, but it's crowded. Yeah, I didn't bring my hoodie, so I had to wear a scarf. And I found salmon in a pond. And of course, we bought more food. This is honestly the most beautiful sunset I've ever seen in my life. After that, we headed to the Kotemba Premium Outlet, and this place is huge, guys. So I was craving for some boba, so my sister and I got boba, she got matcha, and I got the original flavor. And then I also had Singaporean chicken rice. And yeah, I got my dad a wheelchair because he couldn't walk, and of course I had to steal it. And my sister just pushed me around. And I went shopping and I found this tiny ass bottle. And then the next day we were going to meet up with my boyfriend and his friends, and we first made it to Ueno station and we went to the stationery shop and wrote nonsense. And yeah, the street was crowded. I had anxiety, and then we went to Don Don Donki and I came across this suspicious looking thing and a suspicious looking alcohol bottle, and here's my boyfriend. And then we went to Akihabara by train. I just basically followed them around, and we came across this Mario Kart that I've always been wanting to do, honestly, but I couldn't. And then we went to Oi Oi, which is near their hotel, and then we had Italian for dinner. And they've all decided to end the day with skewers for supper. On this day, we headed to Asakusa, which, you know, we've always wanted to go because my family's intrigued by shrines and any historical monuments. There was a lot of people. It was hard to navigate through the crowds. It was pretty noisy. It was, yeah, hectic that day, but the scenery was beautiful, and we managed to buy lots of souvenirs and some food, and there were a lot of good luck charms. And then for lunch we had Kobe beef. I'd say it was pretty good, but it was super expensive. And of course, we had to revisit good old Ginza before we leave. Yeah, this Uniqlo is huge. And now I went to this Sutaya bookstore that I've always wanted to go to in Ginza 6. And it was pretty much just selling art books and stationeries. And yeah, I love the ambience in there. For dinner, I had
cacio e pepe.
this.
Cacio e pepe.
Was alright, but I wanted to try it because of the meme. And then we ordered pizza margherita, which was so good. And then we had this stracciatella cheese tomato sauce pasta, and of course we had to order some desserts. So we just grabbed a taxi home because we needed to pack, but we went to Family Mart and I got myself some ice cream. So the next day we were leaving to KL, and we went to Tokyo Fruit Bar for unagi. Alright, that's about it guys. Thank you for watching.